So based on the comments of my last unboxing video, it turns out that the party button, the celebration button and machine are very popular and you like it. So we'll keep doing it. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how many 9.8s I can get, if any, in this box, because that's what this is, an unboxing video. I'm Jim. I'm with CGC Sports Illustrated. You know the rules. I know what these issues are. I don't know the grades. You're getting my first reaction to the grades right here on this video. Let's talk about pressing for a minute. I posted this on Twitter last week or the week before. One of my regular pressing customers sent me a text. He's like, I don't think these need pressing. These are beautiful, but I'm going to send them to you anyway. Well, it turns out, yeah, they did need pressing. I found a couple of tiny little finger bends in there, which are an easy 0.2 deduction, and he was shooting for 9.8s on these. So, look, I get it if, you're not an expert at evaluating the grade of a magazine. I've mentioned this many times before. It can be difficult if you're not used to it to find those flaws, because they can be hard to see to the untrained eye. You've got to throw a bunch of glare from a light on those magazines, and that's where dents and finger bends and scuffs and spine ticks and all that stuff can show up when you put it under glare from light. If you are interested in my comic and magazine cleaning and pressing service, it's real simple to get a hold of me. You know how. Just comment here on YouTube or find me on social media and shoot me a DM there. I'm on every social media platform. Same username as here. It's CGC Sports Illustrated. Okay, 5 slabs in this box. Some interesting stuff. Got a Sports Illustrated, SI China. Got a Sports Illustrated Presents, which should be pretty interesting in here. Got a first cover of a goat. A lot of great stuff in this box. So, looking for 9.8s. Looking for an excuse. I think I might have to hold this button in my hand here. No, that's not going to work either. Looking for an excuse to use the celebration button when we do get a 9.8. So hopefully we got a 9.8 somewhere in this box. That'd be awesome. Let's get started. Nah, that is not it. Man. This was the one that I was banking on to be a 9.8 in the box. That's a bummer. This is Sports Illustrated Presents. Normally I wouldn't have gotten this one graded, but I thought it had a really good shot at 9.8. Missed it. Stinking 9.4. This is the Tiger Stadium tribute. So this came out in July 1999. Detroit Tigers built their new stadium. The classic old Tiger Stadium got torn down. Pop reports on this. There are 2 9.6s. There's a 9.4. There's a couple others. Tiger Stadium, built in 1912. Kind of one of those, classic, iconic, been around forever stadiums. Yankee Stadium, Tiger Stadium, Fenway, Wrigley, those sorts of things. I went to a number of games when I was living in the Detroit metro area back in the 80s to Tiger Stadium. I can tell you it was in a god-awful neighborhood in Detroit. Hard to believe. Terrible neighborhood in Detroit? Really? You don't say. Yeah. Awful neighborhood and in Detroit. Couple of interesting things. Joe Louis had a heavyweight boxing title fight. He knocked out Bob Pastor in 1939 at Tiger Stadium. And Notre Dame football beat the University of Detroit at a game in Tiger Stadium in 1951. Kind of a cool one. Was really banking on a 9.8. Didn't get it. Sports Illustrated presents Tigers Stadium tribute issue. All right, and we are off and running. Yeah, okay, so I know which one this is based on the back here. Yeah, this is kind of cool. So SI China, Sports Illustrated did this a couple of times too. They essentially produced 2 covers. There wasn't a back. It was a cover on the front and a cover on the back. And this is similar to this. I'm going to show you the issue here. This is March Madness. Dave Lighty from Ohio State. I can tell you the person on the other side, much more interesting than Dave Lighty from Ohio State. But there's a famous Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Sports Illustrated, I think it's from 2015, where it's essentially 2 covers. Joe Burrow had a cover, and Stetson Bennett in 2021. Those are the 2 that I can think of off the top of my head. Let's see what we got here when we look at who we really want to see on the cover. Oh boy, that's pretty good. That is very, very nice. SI China. This is Kobe Bryant from April 2011. There is one 9.6. I just missed that one. And there's one 9.4. I projected this at 9.2, so I'm extremely happy with this. I've talked about this before. SI China, they're cool. They're interesting. It was around for about, 6-7 years or something like that. No longer being published today, but they got some great looking covers. This is a beautiful cover of Kobe. Sometimes they used essentially the same cover as the US version of Sports Illustrated when they published this for, that week or that month. And other times they used their own unique cover, and that's what we're seeing here. This was not an American cover that was, just repurposed for the Chinese edition. This is an original, unique cover just for SI China. I've talked about this a lot before. These are really difficult to find in good condition and difficult to press. Now, pressing certainly helps, but SI China used different ink, different paper, different, printing and construction methods. A lot of them, there's a number of SI Chinas. There was a period of time, about a year or two there, where they used a very ultra high gloss finish on the cover and on the back. I compare it to a clear coat on a car. And you got to be really careful with that, because if you use too high of a temperature in your press, that clear coat can blister and then it's permanently damaged forever. I found that frequently flaws that I can get out no problem in pressing an American version of Sports Illustrated all of a sudden become much more difficult and sometimes impossible to fix on SI China. So just something to be aware of if you're interested in collecting SI China. 2011 is when this came out. Lakers that year lost to the eventual NBA champions, the Dallas Mavericks, and Dirk Nowitzki that year. Kind of interesting, as we got the Mavericks back in the NBA Finals again this year, so should be fun with Luka in there. And let's go check out some Kobe Bryant highlights.
Artest looking, gets it to Bryant. Bryant dribbling, has to put it up with the buzzer. Banks it in! He banks in the three! And the Lakers win the game!
The Lakers, because of this man, Kobe Bryant, can take over. Oh, my. He posterizes Dwight Howard. Oh, boy. He almost
Cannot buy a triple. Kobe wheeling. What a play to Turioff. And the foul.
And a chance to tie.
What a delivery.
rotation of Bryant. Buckle up for Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant just sucked the gravity out of the target center. What a play.
The windmill.
Long run out by Kobe Bryant. Behind.
Oh! What did I just see?
You just saw what Kobe does best, and that's bring people to their feet with a sensational play.
Here we got a dribble drive, change of direction by Bryant. Slam dunk.
Woo! And you talk about elevation. Chick, he went up to the rafters before.
Walton can tip it. Bryant with the save.
Oh, you got to get a shot here.
Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang!
Kobe Bryant has hit a shot at the buzzer! I don't think I've ever done Kobe Bryant highlights in any of my unboxing videos, so I'm glad that we were able to do that. SI China, Sports Illustrated, China, April 2011, with Kobe Bryant on the cover at a very, very nice 9.4. See, it's all about expectations. It's all about expectations. I expected this to be a 9.8. I'm upset because it's a 9.4. I expected this to be like a 9.0, 9.2. I'm ecstatic that it's a 9.4. Same grade. Just all about what your expectations are going into it. Okay, next up. Okay, so those are the two oddballs. We had the SI Presents and an SI China. The rest of these are normal SI weekly issues. Man. Been chasing this one. Okay, good. This is J.J. Watt, first Sports Illustrated cover. This came out on November 5th, 2012. This is a variant cover. There were 3 different covers that were produced that week. CGC, in the past, has done the proper databasing on this, and so it says J.J. Watt cover, where the variant goes. It says first J.J. Watt Sports Illustrated cover right there. Pop reports, they're 3 9.4s. They're now 3 9.2s. Projected this at a 9.4. He is a guaranteed Hall of Famer. He'll be eligible for the Hall of Fame in 2028. Absolutely guaranteed to go in. Likely first ballot. 5-time All-Pro, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, Walter Payton Man of the Year Award winner. J.J. Watt, first Sports Illustrated cover appearance at 9.2. I think that celebration button gonna be quiet. Gonna be taking the week off this week because I don't think I've got any left that have a shot at 9.8 here. This one, I know what issue this is based on the back, would be incredible if it's a 9.8, but I don't think it's gonna be. But let's take a look and see what we got. Okay. Yeah, that's I projected this at 7.5. It came in at a 7.0. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see this. Yeah, I'm going to try my best to see if I can throw some glare and get you to see right there. You see that line running through the S there with some glare on it from the light? So this was a really interesting issue I came across. I bought this one really cheap raw because it had these major flaws. So sometimes you'll see this. You'll see these really long, really deep creases. And what those are called roller flaws or roller bends. It's a flaw that takes place in the printing process. So while this paper is in the printing press, that paper kind of gets bunched up as it's going through all the little rollers, and it puts this essentially permanent crease in it. Now, I was able to improve on that crease and make it look better in the pressing process, but this has got two huge ones. One that runs all the way from here all the way down there, and then this one that runs from the top all the way there. So those are not going to be able to be fixed in pressing. You can improve them a little bit. If they're really light, you might have a shot at getting them fixed in pressing, but I improved this one. So I knew this one was really flawed, but it's Tom Brady. It's his first Sports Illustrated cover. I don't care what condition it's in. I'm getting it graded. This one came out on April 15th, 2002. Pop reports. There are 6 9.8s. That's it. 6 9.8s of Tom Brady's first cover. I have never seen one come up for sale or actually be sold at a public sale. Very, very rare. Extremely rare. There are 18 9.6s. There are 20 9.4s. Projected this at 7.5. So I missed it on that. It's very condition sensitive, and it is all about this dark ink on the back. Just ripe for spine tick flaws that break color right along there. That's really what holds this one back, and that's why there's only 6 9.8s, and well over 100 of these have been graded. So Tom Brady, first cover, 7.0. Nice to have one from the GOAT in there. All right, wrap it up here. So far, had one great one. That Kobe SI China was spectacular. Let's see what we can wrap things up with here. Yeah, it's about what I thought. I projected this at 7.0, came in at 6.5, but I wanted this one because I've never owned it before. Real tough to find. Mariano Rivera, first Sports Illustrated cover. Came out on May 18th, 1998. There's one 9.8. One stinking 9.8 of Mariano Rivera's first cover. There are 4 9.6s, 3 9.4s. Like I said, projected it at 7.0. Yeah, nasty corner crunch, lots of scuffing all over this one. It's the best one I could find. I think this is the only copy of this I've ever owned. Really, really tough to find. Just not many out there. And I had to have it because I wanted a Mariano Rivera because he's probably the greatest closer of all time. 13-time All-Star, 5-time World Series winner, World Series MVP, a closer, relief pitcher, won the World Series MVP. He currently holds 17 different Major League Baseball records. He was amazing, fantastic, shut down. When Enter Sandman played and Rivera came walking in from the bullpen, it was lights out for the opponent. Such an awesome player, and happy to finally finally have a copy of this, even if it's at a 6.5. Okay, great box, lots of fun. That SI China Kobe was certainly the highlight at 9.4. Thanks for watching. I drop a new unboxing video every Monday, at least that's my plan, and I usually end up pulling it off. And then you can find me on social media. I'm on every platform. Same username is here, CGC Sports Illustrated. Really appreciate you watching. Thanks.